Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited for today's video because it is going to be my third update in the rolling Project 10 pan for 2024, and I'm very excited because I have 3 rollouts to share with you guys today, meaning we have 3 additional empties that are making their way into my year-end empties bin, which just makes me so happy. I get so excited when I actually use up my makeup. So if you're interested in my update, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content, palette themed content, or just chit chatting about makeup, we do it all over here. We just ended palette week, so if you missed that, I'll leave my palette playlist linked down below, where every single day for 7 straight days I posted some sort of palette themed content because I love chatting about palettes. But if you're interested in my update, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. Alright you guys, as always, we will start with the products that have been in the longest, and we can start with the least exciting. We have my Kosas lipstick in the shade Vegas. This is definitely starting to, like, this is how much we have left. I maybe reached for this twice. This is definitely starting to have like a bit of a smell to it. I haven't noticed anything adverse, you know, on my lips, in my mouth, right outside of my mouth. I'm gonna try and use this as much as I can this year. No matter what, this needs to make its way to the trash can at the end of the year. This is old, but it is a really, really beautiful lip product. It's this really beautiful warm brown shade, which I can see myself getting a ton of use out of, especially in the spring, summertime. Like, this could come with me patio drinking all the time, and I feel like it would be a really, really beautiful nude warm lip. Just for like those beautiful, like, nude warm, sunny, like sun-kissed looks in the spring, summer. But if this starts to like sprout something, you know, obviously I'll have to declutter it earlier. Although my mom does say whenever she's over and she sees sliced cheese with mold on it, she says, you know what, Steph, you don't have to throw that out. You can just literally cut the mold part off and it's still good. My sister and I are still in great debate with her on that. If my lipstick starts molding, I'm not gonna slice off the moldy part. I will just throw this in the trash. I didn't reach for this barely at all, but we're gonna keep going with that. I'm excited to see the progress photos with this one. I don't know that we'll have made a ton of progress, but I do feel like I reached for this at least 5 to 6 times this past month. This is ColourPop Ritz, my Super Shock Shadow. Oh, it always falls out. There it is. This is like my go-to Thursday and Friday shade for my lids. Thursday and Friday I usually have to be at work much earlier, so I'm not spending as much time on my makeup, and this is something I reach for quite frequently. Then I did learn last year that panning a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow does take significantly longer than you would expect. You think it's almost over, kind of like when you think a relationship is almost over, but then it keeps coming back for more. There's still a little bit of toxicity to be had. There's still shadow left in here. So I still think we are months away from an empty here, but I am confident that I'll be able to finish ColourPop Ritz before the end of the year. Then I have my Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. This used to be a product I loved so much, and I just don't love it anymore. I don't love the way that it applies. I don't love the way that it blends out, and I don't really love the shade for me. However, I'm gonna make it work. I've been using it mostly when I'm underpainting, so I'll put this on and then put foundation over top. This one is really hard to say where I'm at. There's definitely an air bubble in it, but it's really messy right now in terms of the applicator, so I really don't know where to mark this one. I have been reaching for this consistently, probably anywhere from like 5 to 8 times a month. And this is another one where you think you're really close to finishing it. I've definitely panned a wand before and I thought I was almost done, and then it went on for years. Now granted, I wasn't being super consistent with my use, but I know this is still gonna pose a challenge to me, and I'm hopeful that maybe we could finish this up by like the end of June, so like halfway through the year. But we'll see. I'm also really excited to look at my progress with my Natasha Denona Glow Highlighter. So this is what this one is looking like. Entering this year, we did have a really large pan on this already. This was definitely a favorite highlight for me in like 2017, 2018-ish time, somewhere around there. But this is also getting extremely old in my collection. Now, last year I had so much fun repurposing products, bronzers, highlights, all the things on like my chest area to create like a bronzy, goddessy glow in the summer. And so I plan to do the same with this, but I think we're gonna extend down, and I'm gonna start highlighting the shins. to get as much use out of this as possible. We're gonna have glowing shins this summer, maybe glowing kneecaps, we'll see. I'll have to take a couple of pictures as I start to do that so you guys can like see the vision. Perhaps I'll look absolutely ridiculous, I'm sure I will, but that is, you know, another way that I plan to get more use out of this. All of the use that I've gotten on this so far this year has been on the cheeks, and I feel like I've made decent progress from the beginning of the year to now, but you know, the pictures will tell the real story. Not super exciting progress on my Rowan 75 degrees quad, but I'm not worried about this one yet. I didn't want to do a pan that palette this year, but I thought it would be fun to track my progress on this Rowan quad, simply because it is my oldest Rowan quad in my collection and it's 4 cream shadows. So I would like to just get as much use out of this as possible before it does go bad. It seems to be pretty consistent that I reach for this quad 3 times a month. I've reached for it 3 times a month since rolling it in. So I am at a total of 9 uses for this product on the year. And this month I actually just reached into these 2 shades 3 times each. I was mixing them both each time that I used them. This color story screams more like summer and then into fall to me, because it is these more like warm, bronzy sort of shades. I definitely reach for my Rowan Mood Forever and Rowan 1111 more in like the colder months, and so I'm not super concerned yet. I anticipate I'll get more than 3 uses as we start to enter even like May, June, July, August through the fall. So we'll see what happens. I definitely want to have a pan at bare minimum on each of these 4 shades by the end of the year. So not great progress yet, but I haven't lost hope on this product. This product I rolled in update number 1. This is another Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood wand. Why do I do this to myself? This is one of the highlight blush wands, and this is in the shade Pink Gasm. It was Peach Gasm that I was able to pan and finish off in the past. I feel like I've definitely made better progress on this than I have the contour wand, and I'm having an easier time tracking where I'm at approximately with this product as opposed to the contour wand. I did make more progress this past month than I did the previous update, but it's still slow and steady. I was actually really enjoying mixing this with my Say Dewy blush in the shade, I think Baby. Here it is, swatched right here. This is a really beautiful warm pink glowy sort of blush shade, and I was enjoying mixing it with the Say Dewy blush because that is like a cool toned baby pink, and I just like the way that those two mix together. I'm working on the Say Dewy blush in my, I think it's whole collection project pan, and so I was trying to get use out of both, and I loved that combination. It's gonna take me the majority of the year to use this up, especially because I am liking more of like an earthy toned blush. Like I like something that's either nude or brown leaning, or I have been definitely leaning into like oranges, peaches, corals, things like that, and kind of gearing more away from pink. So we'll see. We'll see. This is also a beautiful shade if I do underpainting, so I'm gonna keep working on this. It does make me a little bit nervous. I'm not all that confident this will actually be an empty by the end of the year, but we'll see what happens. And then the last product I have to share my progress on before we get to my 3 empties is this Becca gloss. This is the Becca x Chrissy Teigen Glow Gloss in the shade Beach Bum, which I am feeling like I need, like my lips need a gloss. I do not like my lips without a gloss. As you can see, this is just a really beautiful nude, kind of warm brown nude shade. I also feel like I'll get a ton of use out of this product in the summer. I have panned a Becca gloss in the past, and it is a gloss that truly takes forever. I swear there's so much product within these glosses, and they last a good amount of time. So I did make some okay progress this past month. Definitely not something, come on, focus. Definitely not anything that's gonna like get me to the end by the end of the year. But this is another thing I feel like I can take with me frequently this summer. If I'm patio drinking, if I'm out just with friends, if I'm just out and about, I feel like it's a really, really beautiful lip product that'll pair really nicely with, again, those like warm, bronzy, kind of natural looking looks that I really tend to lean towards in the summer. So I'm not concerned, not the best progress, but I am still confident I'll finish this before the end of the year. So that brings us to our 3 empties, and I feel like we have 3 very exciting empties. So we can start with this one right here. This one has been in since the introduction. It is the Refi Face Primer, the Glow Sculpt. This is a viral product. For what reason, I'm honestly not sure, other than the fact that I feel like it's a bit gimmicky and that you like roll it onto your face. However, because you roll it onto your face, I did not feel like this was an easy product to control the amount of primer that actually came out of the product. I didn't love the primer itself, and I just felt like this was kind of a waste of, I think I purchased this for $34. I am happy that I used it up so that I got my money's worth out of that $34, but it's not something I personally would repurchase, and I think there's far better primers on the market. Nevertheless, I am really happy to be adding a primer empty to my year-end empties. And then these final two empties I rolled in last update, and I'm actually really proud of myself for finishing them so quickly. So up first, I have the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I rolled this in and I said I was pretty certain I would finish this. It was way down here, like the line marking. I really enjoyed using this foundation. I think it's really, really beautiful. However, I will say that one, my packaging like leaked everywhere when it was laying on its side, and you guys told me you had the same issue with this foundation, so for that reason I wouldn't want to purchase it again. And also, I'm eating my words a little bit, but I've really been enjoying the Laura Mercier like Flawless foundation. I almost decluttered that product 2 times, and then I found the perfect pairing that has made me just absolutely fall in love with that foundation. It might be a new favorite, but I don't like it on its own. I have to mix it with like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. Anyway, I also love my Dior foundations, my Guerlain, my Lancome, so I don't think I would repurchase this, but I'm very excited to have another foundation empty to add to my year-end empties. I feel like I'm feeling uninspired by a lot of my foundation collection and want to like do a whole rehaul, because I love foundation, love trying new foundation, so it feels good to actually just finish one off and be done with it. And then the final empty, which might be the most exciting, is my Tom Ford bronzer. I had repressed this when I rolled this in last month, so I knew I was getting really close to being done with it. I went into this year with a large pan on this product, but this is my second powder bronzer empty of the year. Again, my other powder bronzer empty, I went in with a really large pan, but it feels good that I'm starting to cycle through some of the bronzers that do have a pan already and starting to actually use them up. I have my Tom Ford bronzer in the shade 2 Terra. This bronzer cost me $75, which I actually think these bronzers have gone down in retail price. I was looking it up the other day and I believe they are down to $70. I really want to purchase the Gucci bronzer in the shade 1. It looks like a really beautiful kind of rosy bronzer shade, and that is also a very pricey bronzer, so I don't necessarily think I'll be purchasing this again in the near future. Although I did think this was a really beautiful bronzer that was like mostly matte with like the slightest bit of sheen to it. I loved the shade on me. Granted, obviously your bronzer preferences are going to change from person to person, skin tone to skin tone. But I did really like this. I'm going to keep this compact around because I think it's really beautiful. So if I ever want to repress something into the compact, I will have it. But I'm just so happy and so proud of myself for finishing another bronzer. So glad that I finished up to completion my Tom Ford bronzer, because that would be a shame that I spent so much money on it to like not finish it. So this is an exciting one for me. And that means we get to roll in 3 new products to replace those 3 empties. Again, with every product that I bring into my rolling project 10 pan, my goal is to actually empty out and complete the product. That changes from project to project, but my rolling project 10 pan, I really try to focus on emptying products out of my collection. So I have 3 products I'm exchanging like for like, with the exception of the bronzer. I'm exchanging that for a concealer I'll roll in. But let's start with the primer category. For primer, I'm gonna roll in my Milani Chill Out Soothing Primer. This is something that is one of my older primers in my collection. It is also a favorite primer of mine. It's something that I have always really enjoyed, but for some reason I've always done that thing with this primer where I feel like I can only reach for this on special occasions, and this comes in at a drugstore price. So like, why am I doing that? Like, if I use it up, I can buy another, although I don't know if you can get this anymore, which makes me so sad. But I have been reaching for this pretty frequently the last couple of weeks after rolling it into my Shop My Stash, and I forgot how much I love this primer, and I just want to give myself an excuse to use it up. So I am a good chunk of the way through this product. I have about 1/3 of this product left to use up. I anticipate this will likely take me about 2 months of consistent progress to finish it up, but I really like this because it is a smoothing primer, but it also feels soothing on the cheeks because it has a bit of a cooling sensation, and it's just a really, really nice product. If I can find this to purchase again, I absolutely would. It is a favorite primer that I've used. And then I'm gonna bring in some what might be considered really easy products, but the goal of this project is to empty products out. And I definitely have some tougher products that I shared at the beginning. So like, you know, a few layups here and there will be nice. So for my foundation, I'm gonna roll in this sample of the Fenty Ease Drop. This is in the shade 5. It is right here. I have used it a couple of times, and I own the Fenty Ease Drop in a full size as well. This came in like an Ulta sample pack. And I like this product, but I know if I don't give myself the excuse to use this, I'll just forget about it. And it'll be this little baby foundation just hanging around in my collection, not being used and taking up space in my makeup inventory. I've literally had it in my desk drawer to use and haven't reached for it. So with just the smallest amount of effort, I do believe I could finish this up by the next update, and that is the goal. And then for my bronzer, I'm actually gonna roll in a concealer, and I'm gonna roll in this one from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. This is a beautiful concealer, you guys. Personally, this is my probably new favorite concealer. I just feel like it looks so beautiful underneath my eyes. I have heard people say they don't like this underneath the eyes and they think it makes their under eyes look heavy. That is not my experience. I feel like it's pretty full coverage, and it just smooths out my under eyes without making them look heavy or like creasy. So I personally really like this, and I'm definitely considering purchasing this during this Sephora VIB sale. Although I would like to make my way through a couple other concealers rather than repurchasing. So like, I'm honestly not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Nevertheless, I would love to use this up. I actually recently took the stopper out of this. I'm not sure if I'll have this done by the next update or the update after that. I guess it just really depends. I am already reaching for this, but I don't want to do that thing where I stop using it and feel like I can only reach for it on special occasions because I like the product so much. So I'm giving myself the excuse to reach for this one, and hopefully I can roll this out next update as well. After that, you guys, that is going to wrap up and conclude this update for my Rolling Project 10 pan. As always, would love to hear in the comments below what product you most recently emptied out, hit a pan on, decluttered, whatever it might be. Let a girl know in the comments below. Other than that, thanks so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.